we saw it, video, a cop beating a woman. He struck her 17 times. The penalty, 40 hours suspended. Back on the job. Let me take you to the video and give you the update. Here it is.
No, why he kicking her? He mean that lady like that? Why is he doing that? What the f*** her? No. Nobody backing up. Now you ground. You don't kill no round. Kicking that girl. That's bad. And she just got out the room right there. That's bad.
All right, put up the picture. I had a conversation with a police officer who works as a supervisor for a local police department in Georgia. And he told me off record that what you're looking at right now, when the officers surround a person like that, what you're looking at is an actual attempt to hide the person who's hitting the individual on the ground. It is a technique they practice. It's a tactic in order to protect the officer who is physically striking the individual on the ground. This is something they've done for many years, he said. It is a well-known tactic off books. According to Charlotte-Mecklenburg officials, police officer Vincent Pistone, who was captured on video striking a Bojangles employee by the name of Christina Pierre more than a dozen times, has been given a 40-hour suspension. The bystander video showed multiple officers surrounding Ms. Pierre, who authorities allege was resisting arrest, when Officer Pistone appeared to hit her repeatedly as onlookers urged him to stop. Put up the police chief, Johnny Jennings. So he made the announcement on Tuesday regarding the incident that took place November 13th. This is his statement. The internal affairs hearing on the 7 officers involved ruled that 6 officers were exonerated or justified, and 1 officer was sustained, not justified. 14 strikes to the female's leg came after her hands were behind her back. These strikes were not deemed justified. 14 now, okay? 14 strikes, 14 punches after she was subdued. Not justified. After 3 leg strikes, the officer should have made an assessment to determine next steps before continuing strikes. The officer will receive a 40-hour suspension as a result. Put up his picture again. Chief, I have a question for you, sir. What if somebody hit your daughter 14 times? How about your mama? Is it worth a 40-hour suspension? Why would you make that call against somebody else's daughter? Why would you make this call in reference to someone else's mother? Police confirmed 1 officer involved in the initial encounter with Pierre hit her in the face before she was struck by Pistone. We have the evidence here. In body cam footage, the officer later tells another officer, "She punched me in the face, so I struck her back." End quote. The department also released a 9-minute video from police street and bystander footage. During the incident, 2 officers noticed Pierre and the male subject, Pierre's fiance, Anthony Lee, sitting at a bus stop, allegedly smoking marijuana after work. Now, I want you to understand, marijuana in their jurisdiction is typically not an arrestable offense. It is typically not an arrestable offense. They can write citations for it, and you get to go on with your day, okay? Here's the other video.
What's up, guys? I was hanging out.
Just got off of work.
Huh?
Just got off of work. What did we do wrong?
Well, it smells like you're smoking weed.
Oh, this is stuff from the store. It's not in the store. It's THCA.
You smoking weed? You guys smoking weed?
It's coming from the store.
Well, I can smell it coming from that. So.
You got it from the smoke shop.
Okay, well, go ahead. Be fair. I got mine back.
Whoa, 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 what are you doing?
You're violating.
Wait. Could you stop? We just got
What is it? What are you doing? I just want to stop.
Why am I being detained?
Why are you getting detained?
I just told you that they sell it in the... Why am I being detained?
Turn around now.
Stop!
Turn around. You gotta get tased. You hear me?
Why am I being tased?
Why are you touching me?
We're gonna search you.
Why are you touching me?
Stop. Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
We will now show a video of the incident provided to CMPD by an anonymous community member.
Pretty sure you're not allowed to do that to police.
Stop! Hey, stop! Hey, stop reaching for the back! Stop reaching for the back! Stop reaching for the back!
I'm not reaching for anything! Oh my God!
Get on the roof! Stop resisting!
I'm already
Stop resisting!
Stop reaching and put your hand on your back. Stop reaching and put your hand on your back.
Put your hands on your back! I got her. Start striking him. Watch out. Put your hands behind your back! I got it. Put your hands behind your back! Put your hands behind your back! Back up! Back up! Back up! Wait over there! Stop resisting!
Now, I wanted you to see that because I need you to understand the position and the public relations campaign of the police department. They want you to question the guilt and innocence of a person, something that, by the way, they're unable to determine. But they want you to weigh the guilt of an individual as justification for extreme, violent, and criminal activity of an officer. It does not matter if the interaction is lawful, if the police conduct becomes unlawful. Do you understand that part? And these are elements utilized by police and policing agencies in order to make it seem as if they had no other choice. Remember, typically, it is not an arrestable offense in that jurisdiction. That is why the two individuals were shocked that they were being arrested for it. All right? The cops then approached the duo and were told they purchased it from the smoke shop. They attempted to arrest Lee, claiming that Pierre tried to interfere, adding that both were uncooperative. In the video breakdown, the police alleged that Pierre repeatedly assaulted the officer, first while resisting arrest, adding that the officer struck her in the face in response to her actions. 3 angles of the body cam footage show the backup officers running toward the area, ordering Lee to stop resisting and handcuffing him. When officers approached Pierre, police said her hands were under her stomach while lying down, and they tried to put them behind her back. All right, and they did receive multiple charges. So, Rayyvana, thoughts here?
I mean, it's absolutely despicable, and I'm really glad that you mentioned that it's not typically an arrestable offense in this jurisdiction. Of course, this will just be a quick opportunity to say that no one should be getting arrested for weed anywhere in this country. No one should be going to jail for weed anywhere in this country. But it's a perfectly reasonable reaction to when someone starts putting their hands on you physically that you might want to fight back. And we are expecting these victims to be perfect and to behave in an ideal way and not react when an officer puts their hands on them or a loved one, especially in such an unjust situation. That expectation is not fair. Most of us would not react in that perfect way if we were put in those situations. That no one should have gotten arrested that day. The officer should not have interfered. probably should have just left them alone anyway. They weren't harming anybody. But the officers obviously and the department tried to show in that clip, well, she fought back, so she deserved what she got. And we did punish him. We gave him 40 hours off, a little long weekend, essentially. But it's absurd because it's just a natural reaction. It's just a natural reaction to want to defend yourself. And he was larger than her. The idea that he needed to get his licks back against her, that was some form of justice, is despicable. But that's the narrative that this police department and so many police departments try to push in order to protect their officers. Because let's face it, they don't actually care about serving and protecting the public. They care about protecting their officers when they know that they've done wrong.
Yeah. And this whole narrative that has come out from the chief to say, yeah, the guy did engage in excessive force. You got to understand the irony of this. He engaged in excessive force. They have the number of times he physically assaulted a human being, and they're not calling it a crime. Well, you know what excessive force is? It's a crime. If somebody engages in excessive force at your place of business, guess what happens? They go to jail. It's called assault. There is no gray area. There's no legal statute that allows a cop to engage in excessive force. These are elements in our society we have accepted as normative, even though they're adverse to every statutory doctrine we have.